Hey guys, Huzzy here bringing you the extra video for today. Now today's extra video is a channel update. It is basically the series, or whatever you will, where I give updates about the channel, talk about announcements and just stuff that's going on. Just quickly before we begin then, announcements. First one is Insomnia 58. I am going to be attending. I have been invited as technically I think a VIP guest. I'm not a special guest, I'm just a VIP guest. Basically it means I get all the passes and stuff. I can go anywhere I want. I can go in the green room in the back. I just don't get put up in a hotel, or I don't think I have an official signing time and stuff like that. But I'll be around. They have a whole hall dedicated to League of Legends, and you know, Fi's going, Fox is going, Dyrus is going, Voyboy's going, Lemonation's going. So many people are coming. So it's going to be a really cool event for you guys if you're attending, to meet all the people you watch. But it's going to be a cool event for me too, because I will be able to meet and greet and socialize with people that understand me, fellow content creators and YouTubers. It's always nice when you hang out with people that understand you a bit more. So that's cool. So Insomnia 58, be there or be square. Next announcement, 100,000 subscribers is upcoming, touch wood. Just to announce a couple things that's happening with 100k. There's going to be two specific videos for 100,000. First one is going to be a mega question and answer video. So in the comments of this video, leave your questions. I will say though, I don't want any crazy League of Legends specific ones. I don't want questions like, is Shaco good in the current meta? Or I don't want any questions like that. I want more generic questions or general questions that if somebody watched the video in a year's time, it still kind of makes sense. So questions about YouTube, League of Legends in general, other video games, university, life in general. That's kind of what I want for this Q&A. So ask them down below. Second video is going to be, I'm not going to give it away, but let's just say it's going to be more of a nostalgic video. And then finally, about 100,000, there is going to be a t-shirt released for 100k. It's going to be very similar to the t-shirts I've released in the past. It's just going to be a t-shirt with my logo on it. But this one is going to be a gold foil lion. It's not going to be blue or red. It's going to be gold to celebrate 100,000 subscribers. So that will be coming out probably a few days after we hit 100,000, which of me recording this video. Let's look of how many subscribers we have right now. We have 99,561 subscribers. So there you go. That's how many subs we have at the moment. So maybe in 3-4 days we'll have 100,000, and then a few days after that, t-shirts and videos and stuff like that. So thank you very much again. It's crazy. Like, to me, in my own head, it doesn't comprehend how many people are subscribed. And obviously in those videos, I will thank very, specific people, and you guys even more when that happens. But anyway, moving on to the channel. So today's episode was Shaco, and it was an okay episode, I guess. Like, I didn't do great. And basically going forward with Unranked to Diamond, I think I'm now deciding that I'm only really going to play champions that I know very well or I've practiced. So if I want to do, let's say, another Shaco episode, I'll make sure I go into a normal game before I do that, because that was just dumb. Like, yes, I wasn't probably the reason that we lost, but I wasn't the reason that we potentially could have won. I could have done so much more, and I would have done so much more, let's say, if I was on Lee Sin or Kha'Zix or one of the champions I actually know. Second thing is tomorrow's episode. I'm just going to give you guys a fair warning, and I apologize for a little bit of a spoiler. Again, it's not a great episode, and the reason I'm going to say this right now is I am going to attach a little message onto the end of the video in that episode, but I'm going to say it here as well for those that watch the update, is I'm going to start boycotting certain topics in my own commentaries. And what I mean by that is the recent, I'd say 10 to 15 episodes, certain topics are coming up way too often. They're live, I don't script them. So if something happens in game, I talk about it. But these topics are coming up way too often. Raging and stuff like that, bad decision making. This stuff is happening too much. So I'm basically going to make an active effort that if someone is raging, I may go, he's raging, muted, and then just don't talk about him for the whole rest of the game. That's what I'm going to try and actively do to hopefully make the quality of the series good or better than it has been. Second point to make is I'm going to be doing a little bit different in terms of the games that I want to do post-game commentaries more, especially with Unranked to Diamond. Yes, you did hear me right. after you've done a series for 100 episodes, it's very hard to keep it fresh and exciting and keep people watching, which people still are watching more, like the same amount that they have been, like pretty much the whole way. But I want to keep it fresh. So what I'm thinking is every week, once a week or twice a week, I'm going to throw up a post-game commentary on Ranked to Diamond to cover things that I don't do in live commentary. So strategies, strategic things like that, I can cover a lot more in post-game commentaries than live commentaries. So I will probably start doing that in this upcoming week. That will do 1 or 2 episodes just to test and experiment. But yeah, then you'll let me know how that goes on them specific episodes. What I'll most likely do is on one of those episodes, on the post-game commentaries, I'll probably link it to a giveaway, and the question will be, what do you think of a post-game commentary, to encourage people to give their opinion about it and stuff like that. That's that out of the way. So things are still going good. Viewer numbers are exactly what they have been throughout the whole series, which is still crazy for 100,000 plus episode, or 100 plus episodes. Obviously episodes that have been out a month or two have more views because they've had more time for people to see them. But what I mean by that is the past 2 weeks, when you look at after 24 hours and then after 48 hours, the views are exactly the same. So that's a pretty good sign. Other things that's going on, probably going to be working on my next guide pretty soon. It's going to probably be a Lee Sin or a Nivea, one of those two. And then if I do Lee Sin, then I'll do a Nivea after. If I do a Nivea, then I'll do Lee Sin, because, they're my comfortable picks. And I thought just doing my comfort picks initially is a good idea, because I did Gangplank first, and people really enjoyed that. So that will be happening probably, I don't know, maybe I'll start this upcoming week, and it will be released the following week. And then other things with the channel, streaming. I'm not streaming a lot at the moment, just due to time constraints. I'm learning to drive, just bought my first car and stuff like that. When I'm doing daily content, it doesn't leave a lot of extra time going on. I'm playing a god amount of Pokemon Go. Just to give you an update on that, I will give you 1 second. Hang on. I think I've got, my highest is a Pidgeot, and it's like level 500 or something like that. And I will say, just as a quickie off-tangent thing, at the beginning of next week, me and my friends, I live on the outskirts of a city. Me and my friends are actually going in the city next week specifically on a Pokemon adventure. 90s Kids Unite. I have actually been very tempted, and by the way, it's not loading. I've been very tempted to make a specific video just talking about Pokemon Go, on why people care so much about it. Because some people think it's just a big hype thing. Some people don't play it, or they hate the idea of it. I kind of want to go in the whole thing of why it's such a cool thing for somebody that grew up in the 90s. So I might make that video as an extra video for the upcoming week. Speaking of an extra video, there will be an extra video most likely on Monday afternoon, potentially, if I can get the replay file to work. If you watch Fi, his channel, he recently did a Twitch live commentary. I was a Nivea in that game. We played ranked 5s. I have the replay file, and I can do a post-game commentary from my point of view as the Nivea. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of doing as well. Probably also going to be doing more ranked 5s content with Fi, as we have missed it quite a bit. We haven't done it in ages. We used to play in tournaments together when we took the game more seriously. But that's pretty much it for the update video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Any feedback you have, leave it down below. But as I said, the questions for the Q&A, leave that down below as well. So thanks very much for watching. Throw a like on the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you guys next time. See you.